Hello, everybody. My name is Tracy Burnett, and I am so excited to share with you that I am launching a brand new YouTube channel called Mind Boss TV. I'm a business owner. I own a media company and we farm. And for much of my life, I have been fascinated with the way the mind works. And then I became an entrepreneur and realized that it's really me against me. And the more I knew, the more I understood. The more skills I had, the more I understood my mindset, the better I would do in life. Fast forward many, many years, for my media company, I started a video and podcast show called The Impact Farming Show. On that show, I dive into business and a little bit of self-development content, mainly mental health, because in farming, it is one of the most incredibly stressful professions out there, one of the highest levels of anxiety, depression, and suicide. So I often, with my farming show, end up finding myself going into mental health. And it is also something that's naturally interesting to me. Here we are in March 2022. We are hopefully coming out of the pandemic, and where I'm at right now is I'm ready to launch this channel. I've always wanted to do a self-improvement, mind, psychology type based channel. I didn't quite think I was going to launch it for the reasons I'm doing it now. I am launching mainly for the mental health end of it. We're March 2020 and mandates are being lifted in most countries. They're getting rid of the vaccine passport. Hopefully this is done. Many are skeptical, but here is what frustrates me. We have lived through two of the most chaotic years that the majority of people in our population have ever experienced. It has been waves upon waves of fear, mass news driving fear at people about the pandemic, about social distancing, about wearing your mask, about not talking to people. Pardon me. We've also been isolated from friends and family. And I've done multiple videos on some social media platforms about the fact that I truly believe we are in a mental health pandemic right now. In my small community alone, Southeast Manitoba, I have already heard of about 3 or 4 teenager suicides. It's frustrating, it's needless, it's heartbreaking, it makes me mad. And those are just the ones I know of in our tiny little community. I don't have children, so I'm not well networked into the community to hear about everything that's going on. Fortunately, I think it's worse than that. On social media, you hear of suicides and issues. And at the root of it all, I'm just going to say it. These 2 years have put everybody through the ringer. Whether you have a mental illness already or not, for those people, my heart breaks and I feel for them because life was tough already. If you were struggling with anxiety, depression, and suicidal tendencies, the last 2 years have everybody at the end of their line losing hope, just the uncertainty, the fear. So now let's take the people with mental illness already. That's one category. But people that have not suffered, that have just been trying to make a good life and have been trying to love, be happy, do things they enjoy, we're all suffering as well. And what frustrates me the most is after 2 years of constant fear, the government's now telling us it's okay to take our masks off. It's okay to stop showing the passport. It's okay to start living again, guys. But guess what? The people that have pushed the fear and put the fear of God in everybody about this flu, this illness, well, they're telling us it's okay to go out. But nobody is helping humans recover from what we've just been through. As I mentioned, it's been constant waves of fear, we're not designed to handle that. And most people don't have therapists in the family to walk them through this. We've shoved it down. You know, I've talked to a few professionals, and addictions, and so drinking and drugs and gambling have gone through the roof as a way for people to numb and have some certainty and control in the last 2 years. So overall, we are in a very fragile state. And now the government said, okay, good, carry on, guys, get out there, go tag her. But not one of them, the government, the media, or doctors, are helping people, or even putting out articles on how to handle the fear that people have on taking a mask off, because we think we're going to die now if we take the mask off. They don't talk about how to have tough conversations with friends and family in relationships that may have been destroyed over some of the ins and outs of the pandemic. They don't publish articles about how to work with your mindset and carry on. The people that should be helping humanity get back to normal are not doing it. It's not a priority. And you know what? I know a lot of people that are suffering. I know a lot of suicides already. It's needless. This loss is needless. And I know a lot of people that have lost hope, because after what we just went through, the waves and all that fear on our system, we're not designed to handle that, like I said. And not only that, we are in spring of 2022. They're already talking about what's coming in fall. So we're all excited to get out there and get back to life, get back to living. But they've already given us the warning that this is coming. So we get a little bit of a reprieve when we're supposed to just go back to life and just be thrown together and be A-okay, and also live with the knowledge that this is all coming back in fall. So I'm excited to launch this channel. It's not the way I thought I was going to do it. I thought I was going to launch this as my second show when I was ready and talk about self-development to help people succeed and live their best life. But I'm launching this right now because on my show, the Impact Farming Show, as I said, I do mental health topics, and I start interviewing guests, and I hear about stuff going on in the communities, and I start Googling, and I start going on YouTube and trying to find shows that are dedicated to mental health. I'm trying to figure out who's helping humanity get back to peopling again, getting back to normal. And I go through YouTube, and there's big shows and smaller companies. They put out a show about anxiety or depression or this here and there. But for something that is so incredibly important pre-pandemic, now with the mental state that a lot of people are in coming out of the pandemic, let's hope, there is no support. There is absolutely no support. And do we wonder why these kids are making these fatal decisions? Where's the support? Where's the knowledge? So I'm launching my passion project in a different way than I thought. This is actually going to be my spare time, my hobby, not what I do for a living, but I am so fed up of people not supporting one another. There's no other resources out there. And, you know, I already interview some great minds about mental health for my Impact Farming show. So I'm excited to really dive deeper into that and bring some of those guests and even more guests onto this channel. I have so many questions. I think that a lot of life is a mind game. If you're healthy, if you have mental illness, that's a different boat. But why aren't we helping one another? There are so many resources. There's great books out there about anxiety, depression, suicide, how to be healthy, happy, honestly. And then as I roll out, I'm going to expand into some other content. I have so many questions. As I wasn't that 2-year-old, I don't think so. I don't think saying why, but as I grew into teenager and an adult, I just wondered why. Why does nobody talk about the things we think, the things we fear, the fact that fear is natural? Why don't they talk about how real relationships actually work and not the Disney movies that are portrayed to us and set us up for failure? So really, this channel to me is my passion project. It's a way to try and help humanity. I think we need it so desperately right now. And it's also a way to answer some of the most important questions in life I have had, and I'm sure you have had, that nobody answers. It's mind-blowing. We have the whole education system, and a lot of this stuff isn't covered. So I hope you guys are as excited about this channel as I am. If you have any thoughts, ideas, guests, questions, fears, concerns, please drop them in the notes. I would love to hear from you and hear what you want to watch, what you want to listen. That at the end of the day is my goal. This is my passion project to help humanity, because you guys, I don't like this line, but we are actually all in this together. And more than anything, I think the pandemic has made us realize how much we should be there for one another. Instead of fighting and being divided and conquered by all these entities, we're all humans. We all want to be healthy, happy, and loved, no matter who we are, where we come from. It's the basic, fundamental human needs. We're all the same. So that's my goal. And I hope you guys are excited for this channel and for this exciting ride. Leave a note, and I look forward to seeing you guys in future episodes. Thank you. Bye.